Shabbat Shalom, Yashala, Shabbat Shalom. Dawalabban Yashala coming out with part 2 of this Holy Sabbath lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekar Kodash, true Father, deliver and Savior's name in ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan Kodash. Hope everybody do Most High bless. Again, the title of this sit-down part 2, Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Reading out of Isaiah chapter 24. Just going to get a recap. I'm going to go to Isaiah 24 and verse 1 again. And it reads, Behold, Yahawah maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. Okay, so what this whole lesson is, the death and destruction coming to Babylon the Great for the injustice and evil and treatment of the Most High's people, the children of Israel, blacks, native, blacks and Hispanics, and natives of Indian and Negroid descent, the children of Israel. Okay, again, reading out of Isaiah 24th chapter. I think I left off in verse 10. Let's read it again. Isaiah 24 and verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Okay? The city of confusion is broken down, and I proved it using the Blue Letter Bible. Matter of fact, let's get it right here. Okay? Babylon equals confusion. So we know what land the Bible's talking about. Okay? I broke it down in the first part. Let's continue with this Sabbath lesson. Isaiah the 24th chapter. Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Isaiah 24 and verse 11. There is crying for wine in the street. All joy is darkened, and the mirth of the land is gone. Isaiah 24th and verse 12. In the city is left desolate. Salakia, desolation. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. Okay? Isaiah 24 and verse 13. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land amongst the people, they shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. Okay? Isaiah 24 and verse 14. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of Yahawah. They shall cry aloud from the sea. Okay? And that's us, the children of Israel. When the destruction cometh, we're commanded to rejoice, for the destruction of this land. Okay? Read it again. They shall lift, Isaiah 24 and 14. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of Yahawah. They shall cry out loud from the sea. Verse 15. Wherefore glorify ye Yahawah in the fires, even the name of Yahawah thy power of Israel in the isles of the sea. Okay? We know that the Father's doing it for us, for his children. Okay? Point blank, period. We know he's casting judgment here pursuant to Genesis 15 and Acts 7, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land, and that land should put him in bondage for 400 years, and that land he shall judge, and this is the judgment coming, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Matter of fact, let's get that. How the fire is going to be created, which I covered in the first part. Let's get how. What's bringing the fire? Okay, this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. And this prophecy right here is slapping us in the face right now with North Korea and all these other countries, Russia, making nuclear threats to Babylon the Great, the United Snakes. Let's get it. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. And it reads, For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations, from the north country. Okay, we know where they're coming from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. Their arrows, none shall return in vain. Okay? So who's setting this all up? Who has the final say in this whole story? Okay? The middle, beginning, and the end, we know Yahawah B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Jeremiah 15:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, we know these ain't bows and arrows. Modern day arrows here, biblical, is the intercontinental ballistic missiles that these other countries are threatening the United States with. Okay, their arrow shall be as a mighty expert man. What does that mean? Man made. Okay, their arrow shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. The targets that are they designed to hit, all praise and glory to the Most High, none of them going to return in vain. Okay, and I'm going to bring out a precept, because a lot of people have this thing about Babylon is not the America. That's how unlearned they are. But let's go to 50 and 33. Let's go to Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. And it reads, Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. All you have to do is open up your smartphones. Where did the transatlantic slave trade? I mean, you should know this already. All you so-called in this demonic education system, okay? You got all these smartphones, all these technology, okay? This is the only land where the children of Israel, which is representing the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, which is representing the southern kingdom, were oppressed together. Anybody that believes that the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanic, native of Indian and Negroid descent, are being held captives over there in so-called Iraq and Babylon, no. This is spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, and spiritual Sodom, okay? Oh, this is where all the captivities took place. Okay? Proving the land that I'm talking about, the land of confusion that I'm talking about, I broke down. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. Okay? Read it again. Jeremiah 15:33. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All them that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. That's here, the United Snakes. Just wanted to make that clear. Let's go back to Isaiah 24. Let's go into Isaiah back 24 and 16. From the uppermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I say, my leanness, woe unto me. When you look up that word woe, W-O-E, means death and destruction. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yeah, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. Okay, verse 17, Isaiah 24 and 17. Fear and the pit and the snare are all upon thee, all inhabitant of the earth. Okay, the Most High is bringing all this. He put the snares for this country to fall right in it. And that's why you're seeing these prophecies just unravel right in front of our faces. These great assemblies of nations threatening Babylon the Great, pursuant to Jeremiah 51, the hammer of the earth. That's another precept. The hammer of the earth. How can anybody disagree that this is Babylon when where is the United Nations? Where is the stock market? Where is Wall Street? Is it over there in Babylon? Is the land Iraq one of the powerful nations running this earth? Stop it. Stop it. Open up your smartphones, your smart watches, your smart computers, and be smart for once. It's here, Babylon the Great. This is where the captivities took place. This is where the transatlantic slave trade, the 1492. Where did Christopher Columbus conquer all these lands, North, Central, South America, and the islands of the sea? Is right here. Where did the transatlantic slave trade in 1619 come? Right here. Point blank, period. I just got to admit, because there's so many unlearned people that don't know this Bible. Okay? Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Point blank, period. Isaiah 24:18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundation of the earth do shake. Okay, for the windows for the windows from the high are open, and the foundation of the earth do shake. Isaiah 24 verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. Let's see how. Let's see how. Let's see how this earth, the great shaking, and it's going to be moved. Let's go into Revelation chapter 16 and verse 18, and it reads, and there were voices and thunder and lightnings. By the way, all done from the Heavenly Father. And there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. Okay? Let's get it back in context. Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean, dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. Okay? Again, Revelation 16:18. And there were voices and thunders and lightning, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. This is a future prophecy. This has not happened yet, but it's coming to pass, thus saith the Lord. Let's get another verse. Revelation 16:19, and it reads, and the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High, to give up the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Okay, point blank, period. Beautiful precept. Read it again. Revelation 16:19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High, to give up her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Period. Can't make it up. Back to Isaiah. Isaiah 24 and verse 20. The earth shall wheel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay? Babylon's going down. It's going to be uninhabitable, just like Sodom and Gomorrah is right now to this day. Go on YouTube, type it in Sodom and Gomorrah. You can see it. It's still burning. Okay? Ashes to this day. Isaiah 24:21. And it reads, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahawah shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high. Okay, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahawah shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon Salaki, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Okay? Yahawah shall punish the high ones that are on high. Okay? As simple as that. Let's get a couple of precepts. Let's talk about the so-called head of Babylon the Great. This is going into the Apocrypha. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 11, verse 32. And it reads, "But this head put the whole earth in fear, and bare rule in it over all that dwelt upon the earth, which much oppression. And it had the governance of the world more than all the wings that had been." Okay? But the head put the whole earth in fear, and bear rule in it over all those that dwell upon the earth with much oppression. We know who this is talking about. Okay? I mean, and going into Afghanistan, going into Iraq, going into Libya, going into all these, they the so-called police of the world, or they think they are, because the true police are coming. That's Yahawah, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. We putting this place back in order. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Let's get another precept in the Apocrypha about these demons. And you can really get their title. 2nd Esdras chapter 12 and verse 24. "And of those that dwell therein, with much oppression, above all those that were before them, therefore they are called the heads of the eagle." Okay? Read it again. 2nd Esdras chapter 12 out of the Apocrypha, verse 24. "And of those that dwell therein, with much oppression, above all those that were before them, therefore are they called the heads of the eagle." Okay? Let's go back to Isaiah. Read it again. Verse 21. Isaiah 24 and 21. "It shall come to pass in that day that Yahawah shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high." I just gave it to you. The head of the eagle. "And the kings of the earth upon the earth." Okay? Isaiah 24 and verse 22. "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered." Okay? Isaiah 24 and 22, beautiful precept. "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited." Okay? So the heads of this so-called land, they're going to be gathered as prisoners. Okay? But the first one is going to get locked up is the God of this world. Okay? And that's pursuant to Revelation chapter 20 and verse 1. And it reads, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit." There go that word pit. "And the great chain in his hand." Let's go to verse 2. Revelation 20 and 2. "And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Okay? Read it again. Or you so-called satanic, demonic people, this is your God going into captivity. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Revelation 20 and verse 2. "And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. That's verse 3. I love verse 3 because it talks about shutting them up. Here you go. Revelation 20 and 3. "And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more." Okay? "And set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that He must be loose for a little season. So the Most High is locking his devil up for 1,000 years while righteousness rules here on earth. Okay? And after that, the Most High is going to release. That's why I call him the 1099 employee. Your God, all you Satan lovers, your goddamn God, he's a 1099 independent contractor of Yahawah. Okay? Because Yahawah going to cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set him a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose for a little season. He ain't finished with his work yet. Okay? Just wanted to make that clear. Let's go back to Isaiah. Okay, and they shall be, Isaiah 24 and 22, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit and shall be shut up in the prison. I just covered that, starting with their so-called God, Satan, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And after many days, they shall be visited. Let's bring out a couple of more precepts. Talk about the heathens and their so-called kings. This is Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60 and verse 11. And it reads, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Okay, beautiful precept. Again, they're going to be locked down like prisoners, okay? Isaiah 16:11. Therefore thy gates. What gates are these talking about? The gates of the kingdom. Okay? They shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men might bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Can't make this up. Okay? You can't make this up. Back to Isaiah. I'm going to read it again. 22. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. I broke it down, starting with their false idol god Satan, the 1099 employee, and after many days shall be visited. Okay? Let's get a couple of more precepts. I'm going to wind this lesson down. Yasharala. We covered that. We covered the gates of heaven being open continually so we could bring these demons. Let's go into Psalms 149. This will put the icing on the cake. Psalms 149 is starting at verse 5. And it reads, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing out loud upon their beds. Okay, and we all know who the saints are. The children of Israel, pursuant to Psalms 148. Okay, let's get another verse. Psalms 149 and verse 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands. Okay? Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands. Psalms 149 and verse 7 reads, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishment upon the people. Okay? Psalms 149 verse 7, to execute judgment upon the heathen and punishment upon the people. Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Let's get another precept. 149 and verse 8. Beautiful precept. To bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with the fetter of iron. Okay? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetter of irons. You're going to reap what you sow. Point blank, period. Let's get the last verse in Psalms 149 and verse 9. To execute upon the judgment written, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahawah. Okay? That's the future prophecy over the kings of this earth. Okay, they're going into captivity. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Let's bring out a couple of more precepts. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that to the spirit. Okay, Revelation 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be, not maybe, must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, the children of Israel. As you done to us, it shall be done to you. Okay, let's get another one. Let's get another one to prove it. Jeremiah 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all that devoureth thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You see, like the Eddie Murphy movie, Trading Places. We're going to be trading places. We got next. The next kingdom is ours. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Simple. Let's get a couple of more precepts talking about the righteous and the wicked. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear ruleth, the people mourn. Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You see, this whole earth is mourning. Okay? But the next kingdom to come, okay? And matter of fact, let's end it with this out of the Apocrypha. Let's go to verse 9. Salakia. Let's end it with this just to show that there is an earth coming after. Yahawah maketh the earth empty and wasted. Okay, this is out of the Apocrypha, 2 Ezra 6 and verse 9. And it reads, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, so we know who the wicked one, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. We know who's ruling, Esau. But who's going to rule the next kingdom? Jacob, the children of Israel. Point blank, period. Yahawah maketh the earth empty and waste. I hope this is edifying, Yasharallah. We got next. We got to endure to the end. All these prophecies are unraveling right in front of our faces. We know these other countries that are threatening nuclear destruction here, the Babylon the Great, the United Snakes. With that, I say Shabbat Shalom. Peace.